He served 27 years in prison for the death of 7-year-old Samantha Zaldivar back in 1997. Now Angel Colon will return to the Wyoming County Courthouse for a parole hearing to seek his release. Samantha's father is now speaking out publicly for the first time, and as we hear from 13 WHAM's Carly Miner, Angel Colon's actions still haunt him.
Nearly 27 years later, members of Wyoming County community still in distraught over the little girl's murderer.
He took my children, my daughter's life, and he destroyed not just my life and hers.
First reported missing in February 1997, Samantha's body was discovered 3 months later, less than 300 yards from her family home, according to then lead investigator Steve Tarbell.
By the time we got back to the office, it was only about a half hour, we get a phone call from somebody says that they found a body.
Found on the edge of a wooded area where Samantha once played with her friends, a field that hadn't been plowed in years, until a farmer went to till the land again.
And then at one point, a gust of wind blew his baseball cap out. He lifted his eyes up a little bit and saw something like purple color, I remember, sticking out of the ground. So we walked over to it. And when he walked over to it, he just gave it just like a small tug, and when he did, Samantha's arm, and half of her arm and the hand came right out of the ground.
Colon originally faced a 19-count indictment in his plea deal. He avoided the death penalty as well as being convicted of sexual assault. He will also not have to register for the state sex offender registry. In exchange for his guilty plea to murder, Colon agreed to a sentence of 25 years to life in prison.
This is happening again. He wants to be free, but he's not able to be free in the society because he might be dangerous people.
Zaldivar tells me he will never let Samantha be forgotten.
She was beautiful. I see her pictures every day. I have one right over here. She still gives me the strength to keep on.
Zaldivar submitted a letter to the parole board for Colon's first parole hearing 2 years ago. His message for this year's hearing is the same.
Not to let him out, please. Not to let him out.
Family and friends of Samantha Zaldivar are encouraging people to oppose Colon's release before his hearing next Monday. You can do this by submitting a letter of opposition. We have more information on the story on 13wham.com. Don?